Welcome back to Nutty here. Today we will be making blueberry jam bread together. The recipe comes to us from Catherine from justapinch.com, and the title is Strawberry Jam Quick Bread. Just from the title, you know I changed the ingredient list just a little bit, right?
And let's just get into it with our flour and of course our baking powder. And then we just mix it all together. I added sugar into the same mixing bowl. If you want, you can use a separate mixing bowl. I know some folks find that easier, but for me, this was easier at the time. I went ahead and added the vanilla extract and then the butter. I am using a butter spread instead of butter sticks. It should be a 1-to-1 substitute.
I don't know what to mix it with.
Surprise, surprise, I found something to mix it with, a whisk. If you have a mixer on hand, that might save you some pain and some time. Go ahead and use what you have on hand to go ahead and mix it up, and I'll show you what it should look like. The recipe states the results should be fluffy, but this is how it came out for me when I decided to add in the eggs. The recipe, as always, is down below in the description if you want to see what we're referencing. Now we'll just mix up the eggs and get ready to pour in our milk. We're mixing it up and we should get that cake-like batter consistency, and we are ready to add in our blueberry jam. As you guys remember in the beginning of the video, I said I'm changing the ingredients up a little bit. Instead of strawberry jam, we're using blueberry jam. And instead of 4 ounces in our mixture, I'm using 8 ounces. And no ounces on the tippity top. The recipe would like you to put 4 ounces in the mixture and 4 ounces on the tippity top. But like I said, we did things a little bit differently here. All you have to do now, after that final mixture, is pour that into your greased pan, and you're going to be almost ready to have a slice to eat. Just make sure your oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and you'll be baking for about 45 to 50 minutes if you follow the recipe. However, if you go the route that I did, you have to bake for an additional 10 to 15 minutes more because you have more moisture from that extra jam that you have in the mixture. So just something to keep in mind. And after you patiently wait for 45 to an hour and 5 minutes, you get to see the final product.
Now let's get into the rating. The ease of make and bake, really easy. I think the hardest part for me was actually opening up the jam jar. I think that took about as much time, if not more, than the rest of the ingredient mixing and maybe not the baking, but picky eater friendly. I think so. I'm gonna have to go into a whole other video about what makes me a picky eater and what I like, what I don't like. That way you guys have more context as to why I'm reviewing the recipes that I'm reviewing. I personally don't like jam. I think it's too sweet. I almost view it as like a condiment. It's too sweet on its own. And for context, I don't put like a lot of maple syrup, for example, on my waffles or pancakes. I only need a little bit, but jam I just find too sweet to add to anything, like any breads. But this jam bread, amazing. It didn't feel like it was a dessert. I didn't feel like it was too sweet. I was able to actually like stomach the jam in the jam bread. Would I make and bake again? Yes, 1,000 times yes. I know I changed the recipe a little bit in the actual making today, but I really enjoyed the way it turned out. I would be willing to make it again, following the recipe, using the right ingredients, etc., etc. But I don't know. I would make it again for sure this way, and I'd be willing to try the way that the recipe wants you to make it. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, joining me in the kitchen today, joining me in our discussion. It has been a lot of fun. Please leave a like, a comment, subscribe. If you have any suggestions, any questions, let me know. And you cannot leave just yet because you have to have some of your jam bread. Have a great day, you guys, and we'll see you next time.